Hello Aquarius, welcome to your reading for April 25th through to the 2nd of May 2026. And it is going to be general, so please take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. And also just to, if to use your own intuition with these cards as well. And I also like to kind of encourage people to grab some oracle texts if you're interested in using tarot. It is kind of helpful for spiritual growth, developing your intuition, and also, increasing self-awareness as well. Okay, Aquarius, let's call in the archangels, ascended masters, light beings, spirit guides, our higher selves, and any animal, ancestral, or dragon guides that you feel resonant with at the moment, Aquarius. Okay. There we have a card, Eight of Cups, Empress. Now, the Empress has been appearing just about in many of the readings this week. Queen of Pentacles, really nice, and the Two of Swords. There's something here, and I feel like you're moving towards your Empress. I think there's something to do with the Aquarius that you, at the moment, these Eight of Cups here are quite good, right? In terms of creativity, emotional life, and, intuition, things like that. And your spirituality, possibly. But there's something else here as well that you're looking to add in on top of that, or to enhance those eight cups there. Okay, and they're symbolic of things. And I think this has to do with your inner sovereignty, your Empress, your nurturing, your it's sort of like a very abundant energy, the Empress. Spiritual, material abundance. Okay, and maybe there's maybe you're looking for that bit extra now. It could even be that this could be why the Empress, I just had a bit of a flash. The Empress has been appearing because she's a very high frequency energy, very sovereign high frequency energy, right? And I think we're all, we kind of know that this is what we're moving towards for many of us, and probably for you, of course, Aquarius, is that you're moving towards this sovereign energy. And it can also be talking about that nice combination of higher self and ego working together. That is when the sovereign self starts to be, excuse me, starts to be made more manifest. I believe that's my kind of one of my takes on it anyway. So yeah, I think it's definitely like a higher frequency version of you, Aquarius, you've filled into recently. And maybe you've wanted to, you've decided that you're going to start to move towards that more. All right, face up. So we'll grab that one first. Wow, the Hermit and the Star. Four of Cups and the Queen of Wands. So, yeah, this is kind of it here, Aquarius. It kind of confirms what we've just been saying, and that is that the Star is healing. So there might be something that you are healing from within yourself, and that you are moving towards this whole soul high frequency version of yourself. This is a beautiful balance between spiritual self and groundedness, okay? And then you have your hermit energy here, which is, you're contemplating your soul. You're moving into a greater awareness of probably higher self. Maybe you're doing some meditation, you're taking some time out and really tuning in, okay? Tuning into your soul self. So I wouldn't mind betting at the moment, Aquarius, you're feeling very source connected, very spiritual, but very grounded as well. And you could be doing some practices that are really helping you with all of those things, okay? Which is great. Underlying theme is the Four of Cups and the Queen of Wands. So the interesting thing here is that sometimes with the, if you're moving towards, I think you're moving towards sovereignty, more empowerment here, Aquarius. But I think the Four of Cups here is talking about the teething issues with that, and maybe some, at times, feelings of, like despondency, or, is it possible? And, I've got to deal with all this stuff going on around me. And maybe there's some stuff coming up within you that's sort of from time to time. But it's like you're going to meet it with this Queen of Wands, which is passion, transformational energy. Okay, so you're going to be transforming this Four of Cups, which can be boredom. It can be, just focusing on low mood states. It's not necessarily like a full-on grieving kind of energy. It can be just that something hasn't worked out the way you've wanted it to. But, it can be, it's not an alignment energy. It's not in sort of alignment. But, this is part of being human. We go through these experiences so that we get to understand all of the nuances, and also what it means to come into alignment from being out of alignment. So, Aquarius, I feel like you're going to be meeting those types of energies with a very transformative mindset. Okay, you're going to be kind of feeling very inspired to shift and transmute whatever needs to be shifted and transmuted. General direction moving forward is the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. So once again, this is sort of a bit like the Empress energy, very earthy, grounded, nurturing, and also abundant. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. Now this Two of Swords energy here, it could be that there is some decisions around this energy for you that you are needing to kind of look at. Maybe it's with regard to if you need to carve out some time to move towards it, which is kind of what you're doing here with your Eight of Cups. Carving out the times in your schedule to move towards it. Maybe at times you're going to be feeling like, oh, should I be doing that, or should I not be? Or, so there could be some indecision and a little bit of doubt, possibly. But it could also be saying that you are just going within at the moment, and maybe you're just waiting for the right time. You're waiting for the timing to sort of fully activate this aspect of yourself. Okay, if that resonates. There could be other ways we could interpret that, but we'll leave that for now. And yeah, the Queen of Pentacles could be someone, a person in your life that is, I guess, a person in your life. And perhaps you are needing to either support them or to make some decisions with regard to them, or with regard to your connection to them. Okay, something like that. Let's have a look here. But you're definitely moving into your own, sovereign energy here, which is nice. All right, that one flipped. So we've got the Four of Pentacles here in your outcome. I think we'll just grab off the top now. And the Ace of Pentacles, Five of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. So this here in your outcome is that Four of Pentacles. I think this is about you kind of protecting your energy, almost kind of holding the fort or something like that. Like just keeping things humming along nicely. Okay, in your outcome. But you also have this, which is the Ace of Pentacles. And that is you're sort of contemplating this new, I guess, a newfound realization about yourself. Okay. And that could be what you're holding here as well. If this is you, your nurturing aspect, then you are holding that, and you're going to sort of, I guess, realize its potential. Or maybe you're going to just sit on the potential for a little while. Okay. The other thing could be that you are going to, given you've got another four here, Four of Cups as well, is that maybe you're going to be doing your transformation or moving into high frequency as a point of integrating into your daily life. So maybe it's going to be something that you're going to do very gradually, which is, you know, it's not a bad thing to do that, to do things gradually. But you are still in realization of the potential of this beautiful energy that you felt into. You know, you've got the Star here and your Empress, right? Let's look at your challenge. Five of Cups. Okay, and this is that thing once again of, you know, the focus is down here on the low vibe mood states. Maybe it's, you know, boredom or sadness. This one is a little bit more like a deeper upset. So there could be something that, you know, if there are low vibrations that you experience from time to time, Aquarius, it's sort of like, you may not be aware at the moment, but you do definitely have this Knight of Wands. You have this energy here, which could be like a spirit guide or a dragon guide. Actually, there's a dragon in this image. There is your own, you know, your own inner fire has the ability to transform this experience. But it could also be that you are going to be tapping into the assistance of spirit guides that are going to help you with regard to, you know, here this person's focusing on these 3 cups. But maybe you're going to get some help to sort of turn around and focus on these other 2 cups. And the other 2 cups could be a little bit like what this Ace of Pentacles is, okay? It's that your higher frequency version. And, you know, it is going to be mostly about frequency as we move forward, okay? It's about knowing how to change frequency. And here you're in it here, okay, just recently. And this is, you know, your Star, you're in it as well, okay? So you kind of know what it feels like, Aquarius, but I feel like you're going to be getting some assistance so that you can keep revisiting that energy. You know, and it could also be, you know, like an aspect of yourself, you know, maybe a hidden ability that you have in being able to navigate frequency. It's interesting that you had the 4 of Cups here with the Queen of Wands, okay, and then you have the 5 of Cups with the Knight of Wands. So it's like using the fire element, that transformative element, to, you know, shift the frequencies of those energies. Let's grab some spirit guidance now. 10 of Pentacles, wow. Yeah, I think Spirit's saying, you know, we're on the Pentacle thing at the moment. You've got the Ace of Pentacles here. And the Queen is holding that Pentacle. And here, this is the 10 of Pentacles. So you're kind of really building a legacy. Spirit's saying, you know, step by step, you're building 4 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, you know. Oh, I didn't know that jumped out here. Oh, also the King of Swords. So, and the Ace of Swords. So the Pentacles also talk about the body, okay? Because we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. So this could be about mind-body connection. This is a lot of higher consciousness as well, Ace of Swords. Spirit saying, doing your meditation, and yes, you will be receiving guidance, insights from your spirit guides, from your higher self, okay? And this is kind of the energy here with that fire energy. It can be very spiritual, and I keep using the word transformative, but that's kind of what this is about. You also have the King of Swords here. So using your intelligence, really activating your ability to communicate. You know, if this 2 of Swords here is about, you know, a communication that maybe you're thinking of having with this other person, you know, maybe that could be something that you're looking at. But yeah, your powers of communication, your insight, okay, getting some downloads. But also with the element of swords, the suit of swords, or the element of air, is this idea of breath. And because this is coming in, and we also have this dragon's breath coming down here, okay, onto this sword. So doing some breath work, Aquarius, because the breath is can be a key player in terms of changing consciousness. It's also connects the mind and the body, the breath. So, you know, doing some breath work could be helpful as well. Ten of Pentacles, you know, your legacy. Yeah, it could also be about, you know, looking after your health as well, mind, body, health. But it's generally, you know, all-round abundance. So a lot of prosperity coming in for you, Aquarius, which is really awesome. And it's not surprising, given you know, you've got the Empress here at the start of your reading. And I think you really felt into that abundance. Let's look at the bottoms of the decks. Yeah, Three of Wands. I feel like you are stepping into a next level version of yourself. And you could probably be feeling this as well. Because you've done so much already, Aquarius. You've come a long way, and you are now, interesting that this guy has a red cloak and so does this one. Okay, so there's something about a passionate, oh, and the Empress is actually sitting on, you know, like a red cushion there. About a passionate new thing, okay, that, or a new level, a new project or job role or way of life, you know, lifestyle perhaps. Here we have the Hanged One, yes. So very meditative. This is mind, body, spirit. So, you know, I wouldn't mind betting that, you know, some breath work is going to help as well, because the Hanged Man contemplates enlightenment, but not just, it's not just in the, you know, it's not just a one-sided sort of enlightenment. It's actual total full body, like mind, body, spirit thing, okay? The Hermit is a little more like, okay, we're just up in the mind, we're just sort of thinking about it. But the Hanged Man here, it's like a full body activation thing going on, right? So Aquarius, that could be also what's going on. And maybe you're integrating some new physical practices into your daily life. And these physical practices probably feel very spiritual, as though they are helping you with your alignment, okay? Page of Swords as well. Yeah, very, so getting curious. And, you know, Spirit's kind of saying here also that this is about kind of just allowing yourself to have a, I guess, the mindset that life is really a learning process. You know, being open to learning new things and following your curiosity as well. And your Sword of Truth there as well, you know, doing your thing, doing what's interesting to you, okay? Doing what you are into, basically, as well. And here we have Awakening. Wow. Okay, this puts the icing on the cake. Yeah, you're awakening up into 5D, higher, either higher 4D, moving through that and into the, you know, like the fifth dimension, Aquarius. Yeah. That's my take on it. I mean, we don't have to get down to numbers as such, but you definitely, I think, well, you more than likely feeling into a high frequency version of yourself. And I think you've had an experience, or there's some energy that you're tapping into. Maybe you've just decided to take, you know, some breaks or a longer break from things. Maybe you're needing to make some decisions about your life, and you're kind of reflecting on that as well. Yeah, and I feel like you're kind of really just wanting to just look after your energy, and, you know, being out in nature could be a thing that you are looking at doing too. Empress and the Queen of Pentacles, you know, very divine feminine reading. You also have the Queen of Wands in here. This is the Lemurian Star Child Oracle. Oh, Inner Child Attunement. Okay. It says here, go within, listen, and loving parenting. So whether you are parenting someone else or whether you are reparenting yourself, okay, this could be applying for you, Aquarius. Inner Child Attunement. Yeah, I mean, this page energy here is very childlike as well. But, and also the Hanged Man in terms of that full body activation, okay, mind, body, spirit. Maybe you're going to be doing some chakra work. I'm definitely getting the feeling that there's some you know, mind, body, breath, kind of something that you're going to be doing here, Aquarius, if you're not already. Yeah, this is, yeah, inner child attunement. So this is about your inner child, okay, more than likely. Yeah, I think we might wrap it up there, Aquarius. I hope that's been helpful. Yeah, I look forward to your next reading. In the meantime, have a great day, an awesome week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.